Welcome, everyone, to the Learn and Talk English podcast.
Hello, great to be here.
Today, we're going to talk about something really useful for your English learning.
That's right. We're talking about how to think in English.
Exactly. It's a skill that can make speaking English feel, much easier and more natural.
It helps you stop translating everything in your head from your native language.
Which is something a lot of learners do, right?
Oh, absolutely. Many students translate word for word, and we really want to help you move past that.
So, okay, what does thinking in English actually mean? How would you describe it?
Well, it's about making English your internal language, your thoughts. They just come out directly in English.
Without needing that step of thinking in your own language first.
Exactly. It's like having your inner speech, the voice inside your head happen in English.
Okay. So it's not just about speaking, it's about the thinking before you speak.
Precisely. And when you get to that point, you don't have to constantly search for grammar rules or worry about pronunciation quite as much.
It becomes more automatic.
Yes, automaticity is a good word for it. It starts to feel natural. And importantly, it helps you avoid something called negative language transfer.
Right. That's when you accidentally use grammar or sentence structure from your own language when you're speaking English.
And it can make your English sound a little unnatural even if the words are correct. Thinking directly in English helps avoid that.
That makes sense. So maybe a question for everyone listening. Do you find yourself translating in your head a lot? How does that feel when you're trying to speak? Just something to think about.
Yeah, definitely reflect on that. So why is this shift so important? Why should learners focus on thinking in English?
Well, fundamentally, you want to actually speak English, right? Not just perform translations. You want to communicate your own ideas directly.
And constantly comparing English to your native language, it's actually kind of counterproductive, isn't it?
It really is. It slows you down so much, makes your speech less smooth.
Plus, some things are just really hard to translate directly. Think about idioms or even simple set phrases.
Like, you're welcome. If you translate that word for word into some languages, it sounds very strange.
Exactly. You learn it as a chunk, as a response to thank you. Thinking in English helps you grasp these kinds of things much better.
And the big benefit everyone wants is fluency, right?
Definitely. Fluency, speaking smoothly and easily, really improves when you think directly in English.
It helps you understand the structure of English better, too, the idioms, the expressions.
Yes, and it builds your vocabulary and helps your grammar become more accurate over time.
And I think, importantly, it makes you feel more confident.
Oh, huge confidence booster. When you're not constantly double-checking translations in your head, you feel more sure of yourself, more accurate, too.
So maybe another thought for our listeners. Can you remember a time when translating directly made your English sound a bit odd? Or maybe even funny? Feel free to share if you like.
We've all been there. Now, we should acknowledge, this isn't easy, especially at the beginning.
Not at all. It feels difficult, and it's really natural to want to fall back on your native language.
Especially for complicated ideas or maybe new vocabulary, that temptation is strong.
It feels so easy just to think in the language you know best. It's a habit.
Another big challenge is the fear of making mistakes. People worry so much about getting the grammar wrong or using the wrong word.
And that worry can actually stop you from even trying to think in English.
Right. But it's so important to remember that mistakes they're just part of learning. You have to embrace them.
And your thoughts in English might feel slower at first, right? That's normal, too.
Totally normal. Your brain needs time to build those new pathways, to adapt. It takes practice.
So the key message here is really patience and practice. Don't give up.
Exactly. Keep at it. So, okay, let's talk about how. What are some actual strategies people can use to train their brains?
Yeah, let's get practical. We've got some simple but really effective techniques you can try.
Okay, first big one, integration. Basically, surround yourself with English as much as possible.
Immerse yourself, right?
Exactly. Immerse yourself. Read English books, watch movies or TV shows, maybe try with English subtitles first, then maybe without.
Good idea. Listen to English music, podcasts like this one.
And try to practice speaking in English often. Find conversation groups, maybe a language exchange partner online.
Even small things help, like changing your phone language or your computer settings to English.
Yes, or labeling things around your house.
Yeah.
Put sticky notes on your furniture or your kitchen items with the English words.
That constant exposure really helps. And the key is consistency, isn't it?
Absolutely. Consistency is crucial. Just doing a little bit every single day makes a huge difference.
Okay, what's next? You mentioned narration, like talking to yourself.
Yeah, that sounds a bit funny maybe, but it's really effective. Silently, in your head, describe what you're doing during the day.
So like, I am making coffee now, or I am walking to the bus stop.
Exactly like that. Describe your actions, maybe what you see, what you're thinking, or even how you're feeling. I feel tired today.
Ah, so it connects your thoughts directly to English in real time.
Precisely. It helps you apply English to your actual life as it's happening.
Hmm.
Builds that direct connection.
Okay, cool. What else? Visualization.
Yes, visualization. So imagine yourself in situations where you'll need to speak English.
Like ordering food in a restaurant, or maybe asking for directions.
Or giving a presentation at work, maybe. Picture the scene, imagine the conversation, and actively try to think about what you would say in English.
And for new words, instead of just translating, you should try to picture the meaning.
Yes. So for the word apple, don't just think of the word in your language. Picture an actual red, juicy apple. Connect the English word directly to the image or concept.
Makes sense. Visualize the conversations before they happen, too.
It really helps prepare you.
Mhm.
Okay, let's break it down even further with some practical steps, sort of step-by-step exercises.
Good idea, like starting really simple.
Yeah. Step 1, just individual words. Look around you wherever you are. Think of the English words for the objects you see.
Like chair, window, book, phone, tree.
Exactly. Just build that basic vocabulary connection in your mind.
Okay, step 2.
Simple sentences. Start making easy, complete sentences in your head using those words.
My phone is on the table. That tree is tall. I am drinking water. Simple stuff.
Perfect. It doesn't need to be complicated. Just get used to forming thoughts in English sentences.
Step 3.
Functional English. Think about real-life situations and the phrases you'd need.
Like buying things or asking for help.
Right. Imagine you're buying a train ticket. What would you say? 1 ticket to London, please. Or ordering coffee. Can I have a latte? Practice those practical phrases in your head.
Okay, and step 4.
Narrative English. This is a bit more advanced. Try telling a story or recounting a memory just in your head, entirely in English.
Like you're telling a friend about your weekend.
Exactly. But just silently to yourself. This takes the pressure off performing, lets you practice structuring longer thoughts in English.
Those steps seem really manageable, building up gradually.
Yeah, start small and build. Now, there are also things you can do while actively studying, or things teachers can do.
Like using an English dictionary.
Oh, definitely. Look up English words and read the definitions in English. Don't always rely on a bilingual dictionary. It forces you to stay within the language.
And you mentioned miming before, for feelings or actions.
Yes. Instead of translating happy, maybe just smile or think about what being happy feels like. Connect the word to the feeling or action directly.
And learning language in context is important too, right? Not just lists of words.
So important. See how words are used in real sentences. For example, instead of just memorizing verb conjugations for the past simple, tell yourself what you do every day and then what you did yesterday. See the pattern in action.
Learning set phrases as whole chunks like nice to meet you or how's it going?
Yes, learn them as complete units. Don't try to translate them word by word.
Using visual aids helps too. Pictures, flashcards.
Absolutely. Visuals connect directly to meaning, bypassing translation.
And learning words with their opposites, like hot and cold, or synonyms like big and large.
Great techniques. They build connections between words in English. And learning vocabulary in groups like food words together or travel words together.
Keeps things organized and related. You also mentioned a tip for teachers.
Ah, yes. Sometimes if students keep using their native language in class, the teacher can, playfully pretend they don't understand. It gently encourages a student to try in English.
Okay, what about reading? Any specific strategies there?
Yes, reading is huge for thinking in English. First, don't rush. Read a passage maybe a couple of times. Try to guess the meaning of new words from the context before you look them up.
Good practice. Keep a notebook handy.
Yeah, maybe keep a pen and paper or a note on your phone. Jot down useful phrases you see. Say them out loud a few times.
And you mentioned something about stop, notice, analyze.
Right. Sometimes pause and compare an English structure to how you'd say it in your language. Notice the differences, like how English uses I have been to for travel experiences, which is different in many languages. That awareness helps.
And going back to read things again.
Definitely. Revisit articles or stories you've read before. See if you understand them better. It reinforces vocabulary and structures.
Wow, that's a lot of great strategies. But underlying all of this seems to be mindset.
Oh, absolutely. Mindset is perhaps the most critical piece. You need to believe you can do this.
That's the growth mindset idea, right? Believing you can develop your abilities with effort.
Exactly. Not a fixed mindset where you think your language talent is just set. Believe you can improve with practice and good strategies.
And being okay with mistakes.
Right.
Really internalizing that.
Mistakes are essential. They show you where you need to focus. They're not failures.
I like the trick of using the word yet. Like instead of I can't think in English, I can't think in English yet.
Yes, that little word changes everything. It implies progress and possibility.
So it's all about consistency, pushing yourself a little, and believing you can learn.
That's the core of it. You can definitely do it.
Now, we've spent a lot of time talking about avoiding translation, about thinking directly in English. But is translation always bad?
That's a really good question. And the answer is not necessarily. While the goal is direct thinking, sometimes translation can actually be a useful tool, especially at certain stages.
Okay, like when?
Well, for reading, particularly difficult texts, a quick mental translation of a key phrase might help some learners grasp the meaning initially.
Or help them remember a new word.
Exactly. Or just help them stay focused if the text is long and challenging. It can sometimes make things feel a bit more familiar and boost confidence.
And what about for writing?
Interestingly, some studies suggest that for learners, maybe at the intermediate level, writing a first draft in their native language and then translating it carefully into English can sometimes result in better quality writing.
Better than trying to write directly in English from scratch. Why is that?
The idea is that you can often think more deeply and organize your ideas more clearly in your first language. Then you focus on expressing those well-formed ideas accurately in English during the translation and editing phase.
Huh. So it's not about always translating everything.
No, definitely not. It's not a crutch you should rely on all the time. But understanding that translation can be a strategic tool sometimes to help with understanding or complex expression. That's useful.
It's about knowing when it might help support your learning, rather than just being a habit that holds you back.
Precisely. Use it wisely when needed, but keep aiming for that direct thinking in English as the main goal.
Right. Okay, that was a lot of information. Let's quickly recap some of the key vocabulary we used today. This might be helpful for everyone listening.
Good idea. Let's start with fluency.
Okay. Please repeat after me.
Fluency.
Fluency. One more time.
Fluency.
Fluency. So fluency means speaking a language easily, smoothly, without lots of stops or hesitation. It's about natural communication. For example, practicing speaking every day helps improve your fluency. Or, her goal is to achieve fluency in Spanish.
Okay, next word. Immerse. Repeat, please. Immerse.
Immerse.
Again. Immerse.
Immerse. This means to put yourself completely into something, like surrounding yourself totally with the English language.
For example, the best way to learn quickly is to immerse yourself in the culture. Or, he decided to immerse himself in English podcasts.
Good one. Third word. Confidence. Repeat. Confidence.
Confidence.
One more time. Confidence.
Confidence. That's the feeling of believing in yourself, feeling sure about your abilities.
For example, thinking in English can really build your confidence. Or, she spoke with confidence during the meeting.
Okay, number 4.
Yeah.
Strategy. Repeat after me. Strategy.
A strategy.
Strategy. A strategy is basically a plan, a careful method you use to achieve a goal.
For example, using flashcards is a good strategy for learning vocabulary. Or, what's your study strategy for the exam?
And our last word for today, mindset. Please repeat.
Mindset. Once more. Mindset.
Mindset. This is your way of thinking, your general attitude or beliefs about something, like learning.
For example, a positive mindset is really important for language learning. Or, he has a growth mindset, so he sees challenges as opportunities.
That's hopefully reviewing those helps.
We really hope these tips and strategies help you all on your English learning journey. Maybe try picking just 1 or 2 things we talked about this week.
Yeah, maybe just start with thinking of the English words for objects around you, that first step we mentioned. Give it a try.
And we'd love to hear from you. What do you find is the biggest challenge about thinking in English?
Or maybe, what's one strategy from today that you plan to try out? Let us know in the comment section below. We really enjoy reading your thoughts.
Also, if you have an idea for a topic you'd like us to discuss in a future show, please tell us. We're always looking for new ideas from you.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the Learn and Talk English podcast.
We really appreciate you listening and learning with us.
If you enjoyed today's discussion, please give it a like and maybe subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future lessons.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, every little bit of effort helps you improve.
Believe in yourself. We'll talk to you in the next episode.
Stay tuned. Bye for now.